What's up, this is Category 4, and this is my PS3 game collection. I saw a PS3 game collection today, and I thought, why not do my own one? Although now I think about it, I should have started with my Xbox collection, because that is way smaller. So yeah, I just counted my games up earlier today, and I've got about over 70, which seems, is actually a lot more than I thought I had. And so I'm just saying, not to boast or anything, but just to show that there's a lot to get through. And I'm probably going to talk a bit about each one, so this might come as either as a whole video, which is depending on how long I talk about stuff, or a two-part video. So, well, it might actually be my first two-part video that I've had to do of a collection, because I usually do it in one. It takes me about over 20 minutes, basically. But I've never done a whole game collection, so this might actually take me a little while, so, yeah. And these are in some sort of order, so you'll see kind of like when I show one game, you'll have a rough guess of the genre kind of thing the next game is, because I like to organise my stuff a lot. So I'll start off with this one, which is Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, and this is the limited edition version, which I got from, if you live in the UK, I got from Game for about 24 quid. And that's roughly, I think, how much it cost for the normal version. So I got the limited version. It was the only one there, well, that I saw anyway. And I've got the first one on PS2. Got into the series because of my friend Adam. He's the one that got me into the series. So yeah, I've got the first one and the second one on PS2. But I got this one not for the 1.5, the first one, but because it comes with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I've got Chain of Memories on Game Boy Advance, but I wanted to play the PlayStation version of it, and since it only came out in Japan and America, it didn't come over here in Europe, which sucked. So this is why I got it, and I also got the book, and I'll probably play the first game sometime, because I know it's got extras and stuff in it, but since the time I got this is around the time I finished the first one, I'm probably not going to play the final mix for a while, so yeah. Next one is Final Fantasy 13. I got this for about a tenner, I think, 10 to 15. I know this was the latest Final Fantasy game, and I've played a few Final Fantasy games. I've got some of them. I haven't gotten really that far into the games because I'm not that kind of way with RPGs. I don't get stuck into them all the way through. Usually I'll get to a certain point, I'll be stuck, or I'll just switch to another game and and just not go back for a while. I don't think I got very far into the game. I think I got a couple hours in, maybe. And I got stuck on a boss, and then stopped playing for a while, and then my PS3's data got erased, so I had to start all over again, so I've not played it since my data got erased. I don't think I was too far into it, but one day I'll probably play it and get through it, because I know this isn't a much loved Final Fantasy game, but why not? I want to see how it ends, and the game which I kind of prefer over that a bit more is Final Fantasy 13-2, and I got like the, I think it's called a special edition just because it's got a slipcase, but I'm not sure. Which I got again for about 10 to 15 from the same place, obviously. A while after, I think it was the same place. And I actually like 13-2. I don't think it's too bad. I like the time travel part of it because I'm a fool for time travel games, like .hack, Link for the PSP. I like that because it connects to all different series, and this just comes up with different alternative storylines for the main story, which I think is actually kind of cool. Gameplay is alright, I'm fine with it, although I'm not probably the greatest judge of games, most probably, but I think 13-2 isn't too much of a bad game. I prefer it to 1, but it's not too much of a bad game. Another game I got, I think, for Christmas a few years ago, which again I started it, got stuck on a bit, played something else, and then the data got erased, so I haven't gone back to it, but I want to, which is White Knights Chronicle 2, and with the second one they give you the first game with it for free, inside the game to play on the disc. Because I've seen the first one, I wanted to, but because I heard there was problems with it, the game would freeze and stuff. And so when I saw you can get the first game with the second game, I thought I'd pick this up, and then I can continue the second game straight after the first game. So I need to start playing this sometime soon. I really need to, because I want to know how good the game is, because I've only played about maybe a couple hours of it. And yeah, so I want to play this. I've played the PSP one, and I've done a review of it years ago. but I know the game is a lot different to the main series, so I do need to get back to it. A game that my cousin gave me because he didn't want it, he thought it was boring. He had it for, I think, a year or two, which was Skyrim. I was late to the game, obviously, and the game's actually pretty fun. I can understand why a lot of people like it, the free roam and stuff. It was a fun game. I played Oblivion, I played a little bit of Oblivion, and that was fun. And yeah, this game's pretty good. I've stopped playing it because I got into another game, same thing. I'll probably get back into it some way or another. I always get back into games. But yeah, it's a fun game. A game a friend of mine gave me, with a bunch of other games he gave me because he wanted to get rid of some of his collection. Dragon Age Origins, which I played a bit of, I need to get back to as well. Yeah, it's not a bad game, it's an interesting series because I've never played a Dragon Age game before, so I watched a review before I played it, not because I usually don't do that because I want to make up my own mind of the game, but I wanted to get an understanding because I know there's a couple Dragon Age games to know if this is a good game to play or is it a bit not really worth the time. Another one I've got here, and I played the demo for the first one, and I actually like the look of it, was Overlord 2, and so far I've played a couple levels of it, and it's a pretty fun game, controlling all the little demons and stuff. It's pretty cool. Another game I need to get back to, but I'm not in a major rush. It's a fun game, I'd say that. That's a game he gave me as well. Here's a game that I know not a lot of people like from its series, which is Assassin's Creed Revelations, and it actually comes with the first game that I can install, which I didn't have enough space on my console, so I didn't. But then I bought the original game from a friend of mine for Xbox for like £2, which is pretty good, and I started playing that recently, actually. And so yeah, I think I played some of Revelations, but I've never really gotten into the story because I didn't know where it came from, or how it started, because I started with Brotherhood on Xbox 360, so now I've got the first one. I'm getting back into this. I'm starting to learn the story a lot more now, which is good. But yeah, Revelations is a good enough game. It's pretty good. Another one I got, I think around the time I got my PlayStation. I think I got it pre-owned though, which was Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is a fun game. Kind of difficult for me, but I should get back to it and play it. Yeah, it's a fun game. Not a lot to say to it, but I like ninjas, so. Another game that I need to finish, but same with Ninja Gaiden, and yeah, I think that's actually it. This game, the data got deleted on my console, and I think I was near finishing it, which was Mini Ninjas, which is one of the first games I got for... Yeah, it was one of the first games I got for my PlayStation 3 when I got it for Christmas years and years ago. This and like 2 other games. And it's a fun game. It's a really good game. I think I started playing it again a while back, but I need to finish it. I don't finish a lot of games, it just happens. But yeah, this is a really good game. If you can pick up Mini Ninjas for a good price, it's actually a really fun game. I really enjoy it. Another game my cousin gave to me, which I wanted to play because I just found it funny, which was Naughty Bear, which was just it's kind of a weird, funny game to play. You just go around killing bears. That's all you do. It's just. I started playing, it was just a bit weird, but I don't know, it's just a fun game, even though it's a bit messed up a little bit. If you can find that cheap, try and play that if you can. Another game here, which I really did enjoy, which was Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I borrowed the first one from my uncle, I finished that in, I think, a couple days. And I know that people said this is better it'd be better if you got this like DLC if you paid like a small amount for it. Because the game is short and it's just like the first one, you just continue playing it. And I really enjoyed the second one, it was a good game. I got it really cheap, so I didn't pay loads of money for it. Paid less than a tenner, I know that, so I think I got it for a good price. It was a good game, and I might go back and play the story again, or maybe play some other stuff on it, because it was a fun game to play. Really good game. Here's a game I got when I got my PS3, which I completed in a few days, I think. And it's the only actual game in the series that I've actually completed, and I've got a couple of them. And it's Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time. This was a really good game. I have the first 3 on PS2, and actually that's not true. No, it was after. This is the first one I completed. The only other one I completed was the Quest for Booty, which I got after PlayStation got hacked the first time. They let you download 2 games for free. I got the Ratchet and Clank game, Quest for Booty, and I completed that because it's not really a long game though, and it's still installed on my PlayStation if I ever want to play it again. But yeah, A Cracking Time is a really good game. I want to get into the Nexus because I know you can get it cheaper now and it goes back to the original play style. But A Cracking Time was a really, really good game. Really good. A game that I got a while back that I know it's not the best one in game in the world, which is Ratchet and Clank All for One. I know it's not like the original style. I've played a few bits of it. I want to get back to it and just at least play a bit more because I haven't played enough of it, and I love Ratchet and Clank. It's a great series. But yeah, there's another game. Another one I got a while ago that I do need to play because I've only played a very small amount of it, which is Ratchet and Clank Q-Force, which I know is I think it's kind of like a tower defense kind of game, kind of thing to it. But yeah, I do want to play this more because I definitely didn't play enough of it. And if I ever get a Vita, I can also get it on my Vita as well. So why not? Here we go, and it starts moving on. This is a game I got pretty cheap, which is Front Mission Evolved, because I like robot games. It's pretty good. I think the data got deleted just the same. Oh, my data also got deleted on A Cracking Time when I completed it, and so I started it back up a while ago, and I want to get back into playing it because it was a good game. So I'm playing through it again. I just need to start playing it again. Front Mission Evolved is a pretty good game. I got stuck on a certain part, so I stopped playing it for a while. I do need to get back into it. But yeah, this was it's a pretty good game. The customization's pretty cool. The story, I don't know what I can say about the story because I think I only got a couple hours into it, but the story was reasonably fine. So yeah, another game I got, which I'm pretty sure I've completed it, but again the data got erased, so I had to start again. And the only other game of this I've played was the demo for I think the first or second one on PS1. And maybe a PSP game of it. That's it. Which is Armored Core for Answer, which is pretty good. It's a pretty fun game. I remember starting this back up a while back. It's just a fun game to play, and it's got like a kind of arcadey style thing to it. It's not got really a main story. You just play through levels, gives you a bunch of missions. You just pick one that hasn't really got a story to it. I don't know if they do have stories to them. But yeah, it's a fun game. And I actually remember playing this online a couple years back, and it was just me and two guys from Japan playing it, and that was it, and I couldn't find any other people that were playing it online, which is too bad because that game is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. This one, to continue the robot stuff, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which my friend gave me, which I already had this game on PS2, but the PS2 version is a lot different. The PS2 version is a lot more plain, I would say, because I got the first Transformer movie game, and I actually liked that on Xbox. I thought it was a fine game. Revenge of the Fallen for PS2 was just a massive kind of a disappointment. This I've got kind of mixed feelings for, because it is a movie game, so it's not going to be the greatest thing in the world. But the game's alright. I need to actually play a bit more of it so I can get see if I still like it or not. Another game I got recently, which I mentioned in a game update video, which I don't know if I've uploaded it. I don't know if I upload this first or that, or if I ever upload that. But it's Transformers Rise of the Darkspark. Kind of if you can get it for a tenner, I'd say maybe a tenner or less, get it. I paid 20 for this. It's not worth 20. It's not worth 20 at all. It's not a terrible game, but it's not worth it. Without High Moon Studios involved, the game kind of sunk. And I've put that there. I'll say in a minute. Transformers War for Cybertron. It was a really good fun game. Loved it. Loved the multiplayer of it. Really fun game that I got a couple Christmases ago, and my data got erased for this as well. And I don't know if I completed the story. I think I completed the story for this again. I'm pretty sure I did. And then I also got Transformers Fall of Cybertron, which again is a great game. Love the story of it, love the multiplayer, love the escalation. And the reason, I have my games in an order, and the reason that I've got Darkspark after Revenge but before the Cybertron games is because it ties in with the movie and it doesn't feel like a Cybertron game. So that's why it's not up heads with the others, because it doesn't feel like a proper Cybertron game. these games I'm pretty much going to race through because I don't have really a lot to say about them. But it's Call of Duty Black Ops, which I got for Christmas a couple of years ago from my sister. I never play the stories of these. I just play multiplayer and maybe any other extra modes, maybe my brother or maybe online. But yeah, I don't play the stories of Call of Duty games. They're probably good stories, I just don't bother. Modern Warfare 3 I got. Black Ops 2. None of these I've actually bought. They've all been bought for me through like Christmas and birthday stuff because I'm not really fussed if I don't get them or not. Call of Duty Ghosts, which my cousin gave to me because he sold his PS3 and he didn't want it anymore, so that's why I've got Ghosts. Another game which I actually really enjoyed, and I played the multiplayer because it was on the PlayStation Store for free, and if you wanted to unlock extra features for it, you could buy the game for it. But my cousin gave this to me, and I wanted to try out because I've seen stuff online and stuff. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, and the game is pretty fun. I need to get back and play it some more, but yeah, the game's pretty fun. It feels kind of like a mishmash of a game and a movie to it because it's got a lot of cutscenes. It kind of separates from the gameplay a little bit, but it's still a really good game. I know it's a really loved series and stuff, and I do want to get the first. I do want to try out the first two games just to see how different they are. Another game my cousin gave me, which was Dead Rising 2. It's not a bad game. It's just killing zombies. It's a bit, from what I've seen, repetitive. I'll probably get back into it when I get bored or something. But the game's not bad. It's a pretty fun game. You're in a shopping mall in Vegas and you just kill a bunch of zombies for all different means. So I'll probably get back to it because I've only played a little bit of it. So why not? Another game which I think I got this either for Christmas or around Christmas, which was Avatar the game. It's not actually that bad of a game. It gives you kind of that decision. You either choose to be a Na'vi and help the natives fight back against man, or you work with humans and fight against the Na'vi, and it's different. So you'd be either a Na'vi and fight with the other Na'vis. And so whatever side you choose, you get different stuff. Like the Na'vi are a lot stronger if you fight them. Like as a person, you'd fight them, you'd probably easily get killed. But as a human, you get all the different guns. You get the mech suit, the vehicles. As a Na'vi, you get all like swords, spears, bow and arrows, and you get like creatures to ride and stuff. And the different little character ability stuff are different. So the Na'vi story was fun, and I remember I went back to the people because I wanted to try it, and the game's pretty good, as I remember. I think my data got erased, and I do want to play through it again because it was actually a pretty good game for a movie game. I really enjoyed it. A game that I didn't play for ages, which I did. I got for Christmas. I played it once. Kind of annoyed me a bit, so I didn't play it for quite a while. And then the data got erased, and I should probably go back and play it a bit more. Which is Bionic Commando for PS3. I played like the first level. It kind of irritated me, so I didn't play it for ages. And not because I'm an old school fan of the original, because I've never played the original or any other Bionic Commando games. But it kind of, I think to old school fans, they won't like this, but to me it was kind of a mix of like it, some things really irritate me about it, so I'm not going to play it or be a major fan of it, something like that. But the game was alright, the game's okay. You don't need to play this, you don't need to have played this in your life, but it's a mere title. If you play it, you might like some bits of it, some of it you might not like. Another game I think my friend gave me, yeah, which was Midnight Club Los Angeles, and I wanted a PS3 racer because I've wanted a PS3 racer since like I said about when Sony first went down, they let you download 2 titles and they put you on PlayStation Plus for free. One of the games I downloaded was Burnout Paradise. But because that was part of Plus, and when that ran out, I couldn't play the game anymore for some reason. It really annoyed me, and I still want to get Burnout Paradise because I just like the free roaming aspect and all the different vehicles and stuff. And so I wanted this because I wanted a racer for the PlayStation 3. I wanted that free roam, the racing stuff, and it's been a pretty good game. Pretty good game, I'd say. Really, Yeah, pretty interesting. But I still want to get Burnout Paradise. I've seen it cheap when I've got money and I don't need to. I've got some spare money and it's not really worrying to buy anything. I might pick it up because I know I can get it pretty cheap now. A game I got for my the birthday after Christmas, I think it was. I got Motorstorm. I think I got it pretty cheap with some birthday money. I still go back to this every now and then. Sometimes I do Ghost Race when you do a course, and when you do the lap again, it'll give you your ghost, and you've got to see if you can beat your time, which I do all pretty much every now and then. One of the first PS3 titles, and still a really good game. I still really enjoy it, and I still go back and play it every now and then. A game I got a while back because I wanted one, which was NHL 10, and I got that last year because I wanted an ice hockey game that me and my brother played quite a lot around the time I got it. We haven't played it in a while because he always kicks my ass at it. But yeah, I enjoyed this. My uncle always had NHL 07 from when he first got his PlayStation, and so when the controls changed to this, I was thrown off. But I've gotten used to him now. Some stuff that still mess me up on it because you have to use the right stick to shoot, hook, catch, tackle, that stuff. So it kind of threw me off, but I think I'm alright. And this one's actually kind of funny. I went to buy NBA 2K12. There we are. But when they gave me the game, I think either they got the stuff in the wrong packet or not, and they ended up giving me the 2014 edition. That's why I put the manual in front of the cover, just so I know it's 2014. I don't know why I do that, I just do. So yeah, instead of giving me 12, they gave me the 14 edition. So they gave me the latest one, and I think I paid like 12 quid for this, and the game at the time was like 30 or 40, something like that. So I think I got off with it pretty well. And it wasn't until I got home I opened it, I was like, and then boom, I had the latest edition, which I thought was pretty cool. This is an old game that my brother was just throwing away stuff he didn't want anymore because he's got FIFA 15 and 14 he had before. Just because I don't have a football game, it's got PES 2010 in my collection. Just because I want a football game. I'm not a major FIFA fan, but I don't mind playing the games. I'm not great at them. I'm fucking terrible at FIFA and PES, but yeah, it's just there in case I want to play a game. I think I've got Madden NHL 10 that me and my brother, wait for it to focus. Yeah, Madden 2010, which I got a year or two ago, back again. I just got this because I wanted to play an American football game. Me and my brother play it every now and then. Still enjoy it. He beats my ass at it every time though. A game that my cousin gave to me because he got his Xbox and sold his PS3. I got UFC 3 Undisputed. I think I'm okay at UFC games. I'm not the greatest. I'm about a medium on these. They're fun games to play. I really enjoy them. So, not else to say. Now we get into something I really love, which is Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I don't think I'm the greatest player at this, but I think I'm most probably above average on this game. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, really good game. Looking forward to Tekken Tag 7 that comes out this year, and I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I can't say anything else. It's Tekken. You just know it's amazing. And this, which I got with a special extra, which was Street Fighter Cross Tekken for PS3, and I got the if you got the special edition, you got like the money box arcade machine little cabinet thing, which I got with it, which was, I've got it in my cupboard right now, so I can't get it because it's got stuff all around it. I should have a picture of it somewhere, and I might put that up instead. But yeah, Street Fighter Cross Tekken for PS3. It's pretty much, you're playing using Street Fighter and Tekken characters, and it's the Street Fighter play style. You don't play anything like Tekken, it's like Street Fighter. So anyone who hasn't picked it up yet, that's what it is. You're playing using Tekken characters in a Street Fighter game, pretty much. But they've got a good amount of characters in there, and I'll give them that. Here's another game that I got around the time it came out, and I got the special editions, so with the comic book. Oh, I also got a comic book for this as well, which was just a thin little like pamphlet thing, but it was still pretty good. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. This is before they released the Ultimate Edition, and so I haven't played the Ultimate Edition yet, and every now and then I'll go back to this and play some of it. I'll probably still pick up Ultimate or wait till the 4th one comes out or something like that. I played all of them. Yeah, I played the first one, The Japanese special edition of the first one, I've played that as well. I got the second one last year, which I got for like £2, which I'm pretty happy about for PS2. So yeah, I've got the slipcase edition of Street Fighter 4, and I probably should have picked it. They had the arcade edition there as well, but I didn't know, because I don't really play Street Fighter. I played the PSP game with my friend, but apart from that, I didn't really know much. The game's alright, but I should have picked up the arcade edition. But I think because the slipcase got me interested. The game's still pretty good. I'm not that good. I'm medium at Street Fighter probably, or just below average. It's a pretty good game. I love the intro to this game. I love the intro to it. Here's a game that I completed just recently, which I got from my cousin gave to me because he didn't want it anymore, which I completed in a couple of days, which was Prototype 2. I mentioned this in the game update video, so just to cut it short, I think it's a good game. Enjoyable. I think the story's alright, the gameplay's pretty good, so if you just want to look at the update video, that'll tell you all you need to do. All I thought about that game, so just cut it short. I did the same with these next two games, but Infamous one that my friend got me, the same friend that gave me some games, he bought me this because he was telling me all about Second Son before it came out, and I never played an Infamous game, so we saw the first one in somewhere, and he bought it for me, which was like £3 or £4, but still pretty cool that he picked it up for me. He bought it for me. I played through just under half of it, stopped for a while, don't know why, and I just finished the game off recently, and it was a really good game, really enjoyed it, and my cousin gave me this because of the PS3. As soon as I finished that, I gave it, I think, a day or two, and then I moved on to Infamous 2, which I completed the other day. And then, just in case you're wondering, I finished on the good story with the ice power, and I saved it just before you choose your powers. So after I finished it, I went back and made the choice of the fire power just to see what it was like. I prefer the ice power to the fire power overall, and I'm going to play through where I made my choice for the firepower, go to evil, and see what the evil ending is. Or I might just look it up online, depending on how I feel. Another game that everyone loves, I haven't completed it yet, and I agree, it's a nice looking game and stuff, which is Bayonetta, PS3. The gameplay is pretty fun, it looks really nice. I just got to play through it, that's all. And I know Bayonetta 2's out, and I'm not in a rush to play that. I'm really not in a rush to play it. Here's a game I completed in less than a day, pretty much, which my mum ordered me from eBay before I had my own eBay account, which is Chaotic Shadow Warriors, which is from America because we didn't get Chaotic in the UK. The games, I mean. But yeah, the game's pretty fun. I've completed it about maybe twice, I think. The game doesn't take a lot, but if you're a Chaotic fan, it's not a bad game. It's pretty good. But if you want to play it close enough to the card game, I recommend you play the DS version, which I played a bit of. The DS version's a lot more like the card game than the PlayStation and Xbox version. A lot different. A game that my godmother got me... Oh no, she got me around Christmas when I got my PS3, which is Simpsons, the game. It's a fun game, but I already completed the game on the Wii. But the PS3 game does have differences in it, and so I played this a bit recently, and it was actually a really fun game. Yeah, it's a bit different from the Wii version, and it's still a fun game, which I've been playing. I started playing this a bit a while back, and I want to finish it just because it's a good game. So far, this video has been like 29 minutes, and still a couple. Actually, I've almost finished. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than half an hour. A lot longer. I've got a couple more games left to go. If you're still watching this, if this is part 2, thanks for watching. This is what I got before it became free on the online store, which is DC Universe Online. My favourite MMO RPG ever. This is the one that I've really got involved into, and I played this again a while back, and it's still a fun game. When I get a PS4, I want to, because if the game's still free online, I want to download it on there and play it on there with the amazing graphics and stuff. But I love this game. There's probably a lot I can talk about this game. just love the game. I'd decide to play, be bored, decide to play this for like 10 minutes. I think, oh, I'll just play 10 minutes of this just to pass some time, and I end up spending 3 hours playing it. This is my favourite MMO. I'm not going to say WoW, do not get me started on WoW. There's reasons I do not like. Well, it's not WoW, but just stuff to do with it. Maybe a story I'll talk about in another video. Just WoW, not in my top 5 right now. Definitely not. Another game, Injustice, Gods Among Us, which I got a while back. I'd seen loads of gameplay of it, wanted to play it, so I got it. It's a really good game, and I think I saw stuff of they're working on a sequel, or the sequel could be coming out soon, something like that. And I do love this game. And I'd say my top 3 characters to play as, or at least my top 2 are probably Green Arrow and Nightwing, my top 2 at least. I'm not sure who my 3rd player to play as is, but those are my best ones I play as in this game. Really love it. I'll sometimes go back to it and play Mystery on 1-player mode, just because the random buffs and debuffs are just interesting to play with. I've tried to unlock, I think it's one of the costumes for the characters, but if you do, I think it's speed run or survival, something like that, you unlock an extra costume, but I can't remember which one it was. Another game which isn't actually that bad, which is Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters. This is kind of a movie game, but it's set after the movie, somewhat. And it's not actually that bad of a game. It's actually pretty good. Obviously, it's connected to the movie because it's got Ryan Reynolds on the front. But who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds? And if you're going to say how bad the movie was, to me, the movie was alright. I didn't mind it. I didn't completely hate it. I think it was an alright movie to watch. And the game is pretty good. The way they use all the different, I can't remember the name for them now. All the stuff they make and stuff. All the stuff they make, like the weapons you're making, constructs. That's it, constructs. All the different constructs you can make, they're pretty interesting and pretty suited to Hal Jordan's character. With all the different weapons you can use, so the game is actually pretty good. If you can get it cheap, I'd say pick it up, try it. And you can also change the costume to the original Green Lantern costume, so you don't have to play as the movie version if you want. But the game isn't bad. I'd recommend you pick it up. It is pretty good. If you can get it cheap, just try it out at least. And now we come to the the Rise of the Dark Horse to the series Batman Arkham Origins. I didn't completely hate the game. I thought it was alright stuff. I didn't mind the multiplayer as much. I thought that was an interesting add-in. The costume thing wound me up a lot. The amount of glitches in the game wound me up a lot. Just stuff like that. The story, I was kind of meh. I didn't really mind it. But I wasn't originally going to get the DLC for it, but it's been quite a while, so I'm probably not going to pick it up anymore. I was originally going to pick up all the DLC for it. Didn't, unfortunately, but the game's alright. The game's okay. It's not the best one. If you play an Arkham game, play Arkham City. If you want kind of I'd say kind of one I'd play, if I wanted to be freaked out a little bit, like a horror kind of stuff, I'd say go for this, Arkham Asylum. If I play this on Halloween, it does freak me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you're in a madhouse with a bunch of crazy people getting attacked. Yeah, it does freak me out a bit. If I play this in the dark, it does freak me out a little bit. I'll admit that happily. Arkham Asylum is a really good game, really fun. I remember around the time Arkham City was coming out, I'd play this, stop, then play it again, then stop. I got stuck on the Killer Croc part when you had to run in and like lead him back. Because I got confused with it. I thought I had to lead him back to the trap that you had to do, but I had to collect stuff first, then do that part. So I got stuck on it for a while, and then when I realised what I did wrong, I got through it. Got to the Poison Ivy level, got a little bit stuck on that, stopped. Then when I played that, I played the game again a little bit before Arkham City, and I completed it easily. Don't know why I got stuck on it. Then I finished the game because I didn't realise how close I was to the end. And then a couple months after. Arkham City came out, and I played this. I think I played through the story like twice, because the day it got erased, so I had to play through it again. Great game. I bought the DLC for Nightwing, Robin, and I got Catwoman stuff with it free anyway, because that's the edition I got. You got Robin as DLC for it for free. It was Robin DLC for free. I got the Catwoman DLC for free, but I bought the other DLC for it. I just haven't bought Harley's Revenge, which I might still buy it if I've got spare money. But it is one of my favourite games, and I'll still, if I'm in the mood just to pass the time, I'll go back into it, play the Wayne Manor. I don't know what it'd be classed as. It's not the sneaking around one, just the one when you're just fighting in the room. That one I always play. I think that might be my favourite. Riddler mission thing. Another game I love, Lego Batman 2. I've got the first one, but it's on the Wii, not the PS3. Love this game. I thought the flying of it got me, kind of annoyed me because the flying was a bit dodgy in the game. Like landing and hovering, just moving slightly closer and it just like shoot you off or just drop you, which I found annoying. But the game's not bad. I know there's DLC still up for it, which will cost you like £5 to get both DLC for it, which unlocks a couple more characters. The game was pretty fun, the story was good. And if you want to know the story but you don't want to play the game, there is an animated movie that uses all the cutscenes from it and some little added extras, and you could basically watch the story, watch the whole game story in just a short animated Lego film, which I watched as well, and it's not bad. So if you don't want to bother playing the game and you just want to watch it, just watch the film, you'll get the story for it. It's a pretty good story as well. This game I absolutely love. Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, which I got for Christmas. Loved it, got the season pass for it a little bit after. The amount of DLC out there is pretty good. I got the Batman Beyond DLC for it. If I upload the update video before this or whenever, I talk about this game enough in that, so. But also check out online, because on the PlayStation Store they've uploaded a rainbow character pack, which I don't know if it's because I got the season pass or not, but it's free to download. So if you just go on there and download that. I know the Arrow DLC's on there. There's the movie DLC. There's I've forgotten what it's called now. The Dark Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. The Nolan film DLC's up on there. Man of Steel DLC's up on there. Batman Beyond, Batman of the Future DLC's up on there. There's a lot of DLC. The Arrow DLC's on there as well, which isn't too bad. It's just the level, but the amount of characters you get is pretty cool. Another game I got, not the Christmas that's just passed, but the Christmas before that, which was Lego Marvel. A great character and a great game. And I don't know if everyone got this, but I got the super pack included, so I got a bunch of characters with this. Like, I'll just read some of them. I got Thanos, A-Bomb, Beta Ray Bill, and a few vehicles. Yeah, and here's a game that my cousin gave me. Yeah, Captain America, Super Soldier for PS3. Not a bad game. It's actually pretty fun to play as. I need to get back to it because where I am, I'm not. I don't know. I've spent a couple hours playing it. It's a fun game. I'll just say that's just a fun game. A game that my friend gave me, which I know is not well loved, but I don't think it's well loved. Iron Man 2 for PS3. I don't think the game's too bad. You get to play as Iron Man and War Machine. And I played the PSP version. The PSP version is bad. But so far what I played this, it's alright. It's not a bad game to play as. I got it given it for free, so I'm not going to complain. It's an alright game. Where are we now? 39 minutes. Okay, 39 minutes so far. And about 14, 15 games left, I'd say. So we're almost there. This is most probably going to be a two-parter. Yeah, I'm going to show this. I don't care what you say, because I was really into the show with the first series, and then the second series kind of their part of the way. Then I just stopped watching it. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I'm going to say it's a fun game. It's actually fun, especially if you watch the series. It's a good game. You get your own character. You get your own special Bakugan for your character and stuff. You choose your own attribute for it. It's a good game. It's a pretty fun game, I'd say that. Definitely worth my time. My data of it got erased, so I started playing it again a while back. I think I'm not too far off finishing it a second time, but the game is fun. if you like the series, I'd say pick up. It's the first series, so it's not bad. It was just fun to play. A game I got pretty. I think I got for a good price after watching the anime, which was Afro Samurai. And I think I was near finishing the game, and the day I got erased, went back to it, and I've got to start over the bloody game again. The game's not bad, but it's annoying because the day I got erased, and I was really close to the end. I don't know if I think I uploaded a review of this game a while ago, but if you want to go check that out, go ahead. It's got Samuel Jackson doing the voices, which is pretty cool, of Afro, and I think the guy's name is Ninja, which is like a figment of Afro's imagination, with music. Here we go. Music supervised by RZA, which is pretty cool. It was good music, enjoyable game, enjoyable music, works well. A game I got a while back, which was Persona 4 Arena. It's fun. I haven't played the story because I know there's so much text involved, and it irritates me to read so much text. So I just moved straight onto arcade mode, which I play pretty much a decent amount of. And I know the new one's out. I don't know when I'll pick that up, but I want to because it's got a bunch of Persona 3 characters from, and that was the first game I got into. But it's a good arcade game, a really good arcade game. The music for it's good. The mechanics of it is good. The characters are good. The moves are good. It's just all good. Here's a game I was glad to get a while back. I think it was last year. Disgaea 3 for PS3. I still want to get Disgaea 4. I've got 1 and 2 on my PSP. Yeah, the game's good. The game's major change, obviously, from the first one. I haven't played the second one yet. I've got it saved and ready on my computer to play when I finish the first one. Haven't finished the first one. I'll probably get back to it sooner or later. I want to get Disgaea 4 and I want to get D2 as well. The game's pretty fun. The story's alright. It's pretty reasonably enjoyable. Yeah, just a fun game. This one I got I think for a good enough price, which was Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 1. I should say 1 because the second one's out already. The game's not bad. I don't really know much of the Fist of the North Star storyline. I know it's obviously a greatly known shonen series. I've never watched any of the anime, never read any of the manga. But the game's pretty good, and it's giving me. I don't know if the story's a lot different or what, but the story of it's pretty interesting. The game plays pretty well. And this is a game I got last Christmas, which I completed in, I'd say, a week or two. And I absolutely love it, and I want to get the DLC for it really badly, which is Saint Seiya, Brave Soldiers, Knights of the Zodiac. I started watching the anime series, I'm about 25 episodes in. I've got them saved on my PlayStation so I can watch them, and if I fall asleep, I at least know where I've gone up to. And yeah, it's a really good game. I've completed the main story. There's survival mode in it, there's a tournament mode to it. It's a really fun game. I want to get the DLC for it, which gives you some extra characters, a bunch of extra skins and stuff. But yeah, it's been a really good game to play. I really enjoy it. It's got me to know a lot of the characters in it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out in the anime. The Black Sheep, yeah, I'll say Black Sheep, of Dragon Ball Z, Ultimate Tenkaichi. The game's the story of it. I think there's what I've played the story. You get to create your own character. It's got its own story to it. I think that's pretty cool. The fighting of it's kind of annoying. Yeah, if you don't get it, you don't have to play it. It's really not a major to play. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say for it. It's not the worst game in the world, but compared to like Ultimate Tenkaichi, Budokai, Rage and Blast, it's definitely not worth it. Just get one of those games. One I got after seeing a review by a friend of mine, James Hansen. He did a review of Bleach Soul Resurreccion, and I did a review of this game as well. It's a long review, I'll give you that. I might do a shorter version of it. If you want to check out for the game, go ahead. It's a pretty fun game. It's filled me up on a bit of the story. The characters are pretty cool. It gives replay value because the story is pretty short in the game. It doesn't go from the start of the entire series. It starts at the Aronka whole story arc starting, and it goes to pretty much the end. I think it skips over a few things maybe. But it's got a good cast of characters in it. The game, it plays very well and stuff like that. It's got good replay value to it as well. That's So it's a good. If you're a Bleach fan, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. I really doubt you'll be disappointed with that. Another game here, One Piece Pirate Warriors, which I got around the time it came out. Great game. Really enjoyed it. Good cast of characters, good play style to it, and that leads me straight into Pirate Warriors 2. Again, good moves, good story. It's got its original story, which story kind of throws me off when they. This ain't gonna be spoilers now. It's been ages. This starts before Ace's death, or in like a mixed world where you're in like the 2-year time skip, but Ace is still alive. So it kind of throws me off a little bit story wise. I guess it won't affect the story too much, but it just kind of throws me off. But I'm glad he's in it at least. It plays really well. Pirate Warriors 3 should be coming out, I think, this year, hopefully. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The game's really good, so if you want to pick it up, go ahead. I've forgotten some of the characters' name. But playing, I can't remember his name, that really irritates me. The Ice Guy, who was one of the main captains of the Marines. He's probably one of my favourite character players in this game. He's a great character player in this game. And I think there's free DLC for it, which there might be. I think it's costume packs for the original pre-time skip characters. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's right. Here's a game that I bought. I got because I saw videos about it. And it just wound me up that I couldn't play it. And this is around the time I broke my ankle, so if I had a game to play, that'd be good because I was just laying down and I could just play through this game, which I did, which is Jumpstars Victory Versus. It was a great game. I can't think of the word for it, but yeah, I got it off PlayAsia. I paid like 40 something for the game, but then because it got sent over, I had to pay an extra 15, I think, so it cost me like 60. But screw it, I think it was worth it, to be honest. And I know, and they've announced an English release of the game, which is pretty cool. And I know the English version is called Victory Versus Plus. So I don't know if there's going to be a separate one, if there's what's going to be added into it. Is it going to be DLC for the Japanese one, or is they going to release a completely new one for the Japanese one? I don't know. But I'm not going to buy the Japanese one. I've got this one. This is good enough for me. Good game, really enjoyable. Great cast of characters. My favourite players is Suna and Reborn. Love playing. Technically just Suna, but Reborn's there as well. Probably my favourite character players, but it is up to the end of the anime, so it does not have the stuff that happened in the manga, which is unfortunate, because around the time I got this, I finished the manga. No. That's not right, actually, no. I finished the manga a while after I got this. Or, no, wait. I think it's like a mixture. I started reading the manga after where the anime ended off, but I did finish the manga last year, and the manga's pretty damn good. Really good. Let the camera focus. Here's another one that I got from PlayAsia. No, not PlayAsia. I got this off eBay actually. Probably one of my favourite fighters for the PS3 ever, and hopefully the new one will be announced for consoles next year, and I'll hopefully buy that as well. Which is I can't remember the name for this now. Gundam Extreme Versus Full Boost. I still play this game every now and then. Love this game to bits. Probably, yeah, still one of my favourite fighters. Such a great cast of characters to it. There's no story to it, so it doesn't matter if you don't understand Japanese. Once you play it, get used to the controls, it's fine. I think I got a bit. There was free DLC for it, which was a mobile suit, I think, either just for the game or from a manga series, but I'm not sure. But yeah, there's this one, or I think there's a second one. There's a second version of this with all the original theme songs from all the different series. I just got the normal one because I don't need that. Definitely one of my favourite games to play as, and hopefully Maxi Boost, which is now in arcades in Japan, will hopefully get announced for a console release, and I can get that shipped over because I really badly want to play it. Hopefully, I'm hoping that will have characters from Gundam Age. It has characters from Gundam Age actually. I got that wrong. It's got characters from Gundam Age, some updated unicorn characters, I think. I can't remember who else is in it. But yeah, I know that. I looked at a list, but I can't remember who's in it. And when they release it on console, they'll release hopefully with Build Fighters, Tri-Fighters in it as well. Recognista, I think that's the name, which I watched the first episode of. first episode? Yeah, either the first or both the first and second episode of. Hopefully they'll release a bunch of mobile suits into the new one. Hopefully they won't take away anyone, because there's a good cast of characters in there. Every now and then, if I go on random, I still get given a pretty good character. It plays really well worth my time, well worth my money. Yeah, I just really love this game. And they're my only 2 Japanese games I've imported. That's it, imported. Although I think this was from Japan, I'm not sure. I know it's a Japanese game, but I don't know if I got it from someone in Japan or somebody who just imported it themselves. And now, to tie in with these games, a game that my friend gave me, which I actually wanted to play for a little while, which is Mobile Suit Gundam Target Insight, which the American version was called Gundam Crossfire. I don't know why they changed the name, which isn't a bad game. It's more like to me it's kind of like it's not got the greatest gameplay to it, but I think if you're a Gundam fan, which I am, it's kind of like a bit like a simulator kind of thing, because you will lose body parts. You've got real ammo to your characters and stuff that aren't going to recharge. You got to go dock your mobile suit, refill on ammo and stuff. If you miss parts, you can throw your shield to the floor. So I think it's more like a simulator than anything, and it's not bad. It's a pretty good game. I got Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, which I got a while after I got my PS3. Love this game. This is my first Dynasty Warriors style game. I don't know if I got this before or after Sengoku Basara, which I got for the Wii, which I think I should have got for the PS3, but it gave me a reason to play the Wii. This was a pretty fun game. I really enjoyed that. And then for not this Christmas, but the Christmas before, I got this from my nan and granddad, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. Great game. The changes they made to it was pretty cool. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a great game. The look of it, because they changed the style of the character sprites and stuff like that, really good. And then I got this Christmas, a little bit after, for about 10 quid in Game, if you know Game from the UK. I got for a tenner, which isn't like them, because this is worth like 15, 20 on Amazon. Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn, which is a bit of a new, it's got a difference to it than Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. A bit of a change up in look and some of the move sets and stuff like that. Really good game. And I was thinking of importing this when the Japanese one got announced, when the Japanese one got released. A little while after, a trailer got released for this one, and I was just happy we were getting an English release for it. So, okay, a game I forgot to mention because I have it stored in my cupboard, as you can see in the back. It's a game that one major reason I wanted a PS3, and there's always one game for a console that I see, and that makes me want a console just for at least that game. And I just remembered it before I packed away my camera, because I wouldn't have been motivated to do it otherwise, and I probably would have held up the whole video. I'm going to put this in just before the... I'll just say the stuff anyway. And that is Eye of Judgment for the PS3. And yeah, this is the card game that came out only for the PS3, and it had a PSP version that came out a little while after as well. So if you don't want to collect the cards, because I think, I don't know if I think online play of this is gone now. But yeah, and yeah, so I have Judgment for the PS3, fun game to play. Yeah, I think that's my PS3 collection. This video's been going for over 50 minutes. Jesus Christ. But yeah, if I didn't skip out on those games I already did, and the game update for this would probably be an hour. I don't know if I'm going to put this as 2 parts or just upload it as it is. I don't know. But yeah, this is... I should upload this because this took so much time to do. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll put my Twitter down below if you want to follow me. Go ahead. If you made it through both parts all the way, congratulations. I know it can be a bit of a bore and tiring to listen to, but yeah. This is why I'm really happy I'm not doing a collection video for my PS2, because I've got more PS2 games, and that would take me quite a while to speak through, probably. Yeah, that will probably take me definitely over an hour to talk through. So I'm never doing a PS2 collection video, at least not for ages. So yeah, any questions you got about any of my games, go ahead and ask me. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my Twitter. If you want to see any more collections, I'm thinking of doing an anime collection probably soon. I don't think I bought too much since my last collection, but I'll probably still do it anyway. So yeah, this is my Skyrim 4, this is my PS3 collection. So many games, so many things Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, whatever. This is Category 4 saying thank you. Congratulations for getting all the way through if you did. And goodbye.